Today, we are going to make a birthday alien shaker card. Looks like this, only we're going to add a little more shakery bits. I've got glitter in there, but we need more.
Welcome to Soup Crafts. I am Soup. Let's get started.
For this card, we will be using the Trinity stamp set called We've Come for Cake, along with the coordinating die set.
This card will serve as my entry for episode number 303 of Craft Roulette, which aired on January 23rd, 2026. In case you're wondering, what is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is the ultimate card-making game show challenge that appears on Friday nights live on YouTube. Every week, Mary Gunn and her guests spin a wheel to determine the parameters for the project they will make live that evening. Everyone is invited to participate by playing along and submitting a photo of their creations, which doubles as an entry for a prize drawing on the next episode. The guest for this episode was Amanda Stevens, who you might know through Pear Blossom Press, the company that makes using lights easy for light-up cards. The parameters for this episode were interactive card for the project using Spice Cabinet colors with transportation for element and confetti for random. If you have never seen Craft Roulette or missed this episode, I'll have it linked in the blurb box for your convenience.
To start, I've got two white panels that are cut to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I've got my stamps lined up on my stamp positioner where I want them. I've got the spaceship, the farm scene, and one of the greetings on there. It says, "Happy Birthday, Earthling," and I'm going to go ahead and ink this up, and then I'm going to stamp again on the second sheet, but I really just need the farm scene. Next, I'm going to stamp and cut out the sentiment that says "We come to party." Now I'll stamp my inside panel. I want to put the little alien down at the bottom with a heart, and I'm using the sentiment that says "This is a close encounter of the getting older kind." Next up, we're going to take the tractor beam, I think is what I would call this, the little tractor beam die, and I'm going to line that up where I want it and run this through my die cutter. This is the sheet that's going to be the top. The next thing that I want to do is stamp the cake on the background so that you can see it. So I'm going to make sure that these are lined up, and then I'm going to use a little piece of tape to tape this together, and then I'm going to line the cake up where I want it. And I want it so that it's just above that cloud. That looks good. I didn't remember to stamp and cut out my little alien, so I'll do that now. Now I'll just cut him out with my die cutting machine. I'm going to color my little cake area with some alcohol markers. That'll be fine. Okay, I've added a little more tape to make sure that it doesn't move, and I'm going to come in with some twisted citron, and I just want to get this little area. They're taped together because I want this to overlap just a little bit. I'm mostly sticking to the middle. Okay, and now I'm going to peel off the side of the tape, and I'm going to get it even more.
After the tractor beam ink blending, I use a die cut alien ship to mask off the one on my card and add a sky. But oopsie, I didn't get that recorded. You'll see the sky is complete in the next clip.
Now I'm going to come in with some colored pencils and color in my farm scene so I can remove my mask.
I'm not a trained colorist, and I'm not using any fancy techniques here, so I'm just going to spare you the boredom and jump ahead.
Okay, let's see how that looks. I like it. I like it. That'll work. Next up, I'm going to take my acetate sheet and I'm going to cut it. It does not need to be exactly the same size as this. I just want to give myself a little guide so that I know that I need to be bigger than this. So I'm just going to take a Sharpie and mark around the outside of the area. And then when I go to cut it, know that as long as I cut outside of that, I'm good.
Now I'm going to clean off the Sharpie with a little bit of hand sanitizer
and a microfiber cloth. And I might as well just wipe off the other side while I'm at it. And then it's time to stick this on. I'm going to take some tear tape and I'm just going to go around the outside of my opening.
Then I'll take off the backing and line up my acetate and stick it on.
That's going to look good. Okay, now I'm going to go around my opening with some of the 1/8 inch foam tape. And I don't want this to be too far away from the sides. I want to make sure that these are butt up next to each other so that none of my pieces escape. I will be using some rock candy glitter in this one, so it's a little bit smaller. I'm going to use the chunky. I sometimes get a little too excited and start filling up my thing before I'm ready. I'm not going to do that this time. Now I'm going to take some of this wider tape
and attach it close to the edges all the way around. I've got a skinnier strip that I can put at the bottom.
I don't have very much of this left, so I guess I need to put it in order.
Now I'm going to use these other foam squares around the middle.
I think they might be just a little bit taller, but I don't think it's going to matter. They're not that much taller. I just want to use these for support. I'm not even going to take the backing off of these. Before I take the backing off of that and fill up my well, I'm going to put on this "We Come to Party" sentiment. I know that I could have just stamped it directly on there, but I kind of like it being a little separate. And I'm not popping it up, but it is a little bit higher than the sentiment that is just stamped directly on, right? So I did use a thick cardstock for it. I just like it. I just like it like that. Now I'm going to take the backer off of my well and my outside rose. Okay, now I'm going to take some Rock Candy Vintage Inspired Chunky Glitter, and I'm going to put just a couple pinches of that in. I have this Spellbinder Sweet Sprinkles, and I think I'm going to put a little bit of this in. Okay, I think that should be good. Pouring this away from my Ledoux Designs Tidy Pour Tray. Easy peasy. Okay, now I'm going to pull out my scoreboard and use that to line this up. So I'm just gonna get this up in the corner the best that I can, and then I'm gonna bring this in, and I'm not gonna set it down. I'm gonna line it up in the corner and at the top first, and then I'm just going to kind of bend it over. And then I want to make sure that my foam tape that I want stuck gets really stuck. There we go. Okay, I've got a yellow card base already made up, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to take my inside panel and put that in. Next, I'll put my shaker panel on. I'm going to use a piece of my double-sided tape to try to help hold this down. I'm going to use my more expensive glue because he is partially going onto the plastic. I kind of have him so he's kind of covering up that cloud with his arm there in the back. Now I'm going to color my ship in with my silver glitter pen. There are the two cards that I made today. Happy birthday, Earthling, we come to party. And then when you open it up on the inside, it says, this is a close encounter of the getting older kind. So did I meet all of the criteria? We have an interactive card. It's a shaker. So that's interactive. We have spice cabinet colors, and we've got some paprika and some mustard seed and maybe some oregano. And then confetti. We have confetti all around the cake. And I don't know, do those sprinkles count as confetti? I think they do. And transportation is the alien ship. It's transporting those aliens around. So yep, I think we got it. Thanks for watching. Bye.